What's up, everybody? This is Zach coming to you from My Freedom Smokes, here today to talk to you about what's the right wattage for me. And what's the right wattage that I feel comfortable vaping at? What's the right wattage that is going to give me that cloud or that flavor that I'm looking for? Really, again, with most of vaping, it all comes down to personal preference and what you like, because everybody's different. And that's great. That's the beautiful thing about this world. Everyone's different. If everyone was the same, it'd be kind of boring. Same thing goes for vaping, and the same thing goes for wattage. Not everyone vapes at the same wattage. Not everyone likes the same food. It's just how it is. And along with personal preference, there are some, I guess you could say, not really regulations, but there are some coils that can't really handle good watts. I mean, unless you like vaping on a burnt coil, vaping that burnt cotton taste. I don't know about you, but I hate it. It's one of the worst things. But yeah, so say you got like a sub tank on there, sub tank mini. We'll take that, and you got a 0.5 ohm coil on there. 0.5 ohm coils, depending on the diameter, what kind of builds in there, are normally recommended to vape at 25 to 35 watts. Maybe even 40, push it up a little bit if that coil is broken for about a day. But then you got tanks like the Sapphire V2, which I just did a video on, which is a 0.5 ohm coil, but is a very wide diameter coil, so it's more room to heat up. Which means also more cotton that can be put in that coil since it's such a wide diameter. That coil can be ran anywhere from 30 to 150 watts. And really, the difference between those coils is the diameter, not the ohm. The ohm's the same, but it's the diameter of the coil, which is going to really allow you to, it's gonna allow what range that you can run that coil at, still get good flavor, still get good vapor, and not get a burnt hit. But then you got coils that are like the Vengeance tank coil, which we also carry here, which is a 0.2 ohm coil. I'm running it at 75 watts right now, and it's getting good flavor and it's getting great vapor, as you guys see. And that means that a 0.2 ohm coil means that I can run that thing up to, I've ran it up to about 90 watts comfortably, and still got great flavor and great cloud production. But if I bumped it all the way down to 35 watts, I'm going to get good flavor, but I'm not going to get a lot of vapor, and it's going to have more ramp up time. So really, the wattage that you're going to be running at is going to be depending on the ohm of the coil and also the diameter of the coil. If you throw an RDA on there, depending on what build you got going on, you can normally run it at just about any watt you want, depending on what you're looking for. You're not going to want to throw a 0.8 ohm coil on there, though. If you like to build at around 0.8, you're not going to want to throw that on there and run it at like 150 watts. Most people that build that high like to vape low watts. Most people that build low like to vape high watts. That's just what I've noticed in the vaping community, and it's just really how it works. Finding the right wattage for you really just depends on the ohm of the coil that you like vaping at. Some people like vaping high ohms, which normally means that it'd be anywhere around like 0.5 to 1. I don't really know anyone that vapes above a 1 ohm coil unless you're vaping like a Pro Tank or like an EVOD 2 or something like that normally run around 1.2 to 1.8. Some people even like 2.5. It really just depends on what you want. But at that high of an ohm, you're not going to want to run that at a very high wattage. You're wanting to run that at a low wattage. So, like I said, it boils down to what you like to vape at, and whether or not you like a lot of vapor and great flavor, or whether or not you like a lot of flavor and not a lot of vapor. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it explaining on the right wattage for you. And again, I'm Zach. I'm coming to you from you know where, right here at My Freedom Smokes, Charlotte, North Carolina. Hope all you beautiful people have a great day.